The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials down 100. You get the NASDAQ off 32. S&Ps are down 15. We have gold up $3 at $12.67. You get silver down 18 cents at $15.45. And bonds, the 10-year note up 21 ticks. 30-year bond up a full 2 points, 3 ticks. King dollar still can't handle higher price. And another day and another volatility.
Even in the last 2 minutes, right? We just saw a huge. We were talking about how you got a nice pop, and that's quite a little pullback in that literally the last 5 minutes.
And you know what?
2 minutes.
It's going to continue.
Yeah.
You know, we get volatility in spades out here, and as we do each Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we get our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks from TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim. And don't forget, folks, every trading day, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, right on your cell phone. Just go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Kevin got a great show, swim lessons, 12 to 1 every single day. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy.
How you doing, man?
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Hey, you know what? It's a trader's paradise out here, man.
We just got 15 NASDAQ points in 2 minutes.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I'll tell you what, this is, everything was kind of cruising along. Commodities were feeling strong. And then, with the API number coming out tonight, the EIA number coming out tomorrow, Goldman put the kibosh on the market with a big, downgrade.
Yeah.
So just when you thought you knew what was going on, they throw a wrench in there.
And what Kevin's talking about, folks, you got to love it. Last night, I'm sitting in here. So Goldman comes out, shot copper, shot the metals, shot everything. I'm telling you, man, you got to love this business. It's just crazy.
And heaven forbid they should talk their position, right?
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
And on the iron ore, they figure iron ore is going to get cut in half, folks, okay? So hey, listen, that's the market. Hey, Kevin, let me ask you something, right? Yesterday, right, this was really cool, folks. Talk to me, is it the IMX number?
It is. I'm glad you asked because I have it all ready to talk about.
Oh, wait till you hear this, folks. Okay. This is amazing.
We worked this out yesterday morning. Really.
Yeah.
I started working on this yesterday morning. Every, it comes out like the first Monday of after the employment report of every month.
Okay.
We come out with the TD Ameritrade Investor Movement Index. And what it does is, we're the largest retail broker in the U.S.
Right.
And we have unbelievable amounts of data. What investors are doing, what they're adding to, what they're decreasing their positions. So we have that measurement. Well, now the kicker is on swim lessons, we're going to release that number live during the show each day that comes out.
And folks, it was on there yesterday. I was sitting in front of my desk and saying, "Oh my God," because you're talking about over 6 million accounts, folks, as to what someone's doing.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's the number, right, Kevin?
Over 6 million.
Yeah.
We can argue 6.5, 6.3, something on there, but over 6 million retail accounts.
Right.
And we come out with this unbelievable information. And so now we're going to release it during the swim lesson show live at 11:30 Central each time it comes out. And then we're going to discuss it. And we're going to have Nicole come in, and she's going to break down the numbers with us. It's really...
That's so cool. I'm going to check it out. It'll be 12:30 Eastern.
Oh,
right?
It was when they were doing it yesterday. You should have seen me, man. I was, of course, I was sitting there trading anyway, but it was so cool, man. I was saying to myself, that's amazing information.
I like that big data analysis type.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Right. And it's, you can realize from this information, customers at TD Ameritrade were net buyers of Google when it sold off, Apple when it sold off, Walt Disney when it sold off, Amazon, Ford, Twitter, Tesla, everything that broke, they were collectors of. And what were they sellers of? AT&T, Verizon, Oracle, Michael Kors, Macy's, and they sold into the rallies that were in Macy's and Target and Walmart. So they were lightening up on the upside and buying the dips on the weaker stocks.
Isn't that wild?
That's cool.
Let me tell you.
The reverse of what you think the stupid retail investor would be doing, right?
Right.
Yeah, and folks, what's so cool is that they have I believe Nicole was talking about the index value, and then you were ripping apart the individual stocks, which I heard what you said. I believe it. You can get more out of the individual stocks. It's like, hold it. I want to see what's going on in the individual stocks.
It reveals a lot for sure. It sounds like a smart fund manager if you said, that type of action.
No, totally, man. Totally.
Right. Yeah, it was great. And we're going to have that live from now on.
That's cool.
And Kevin, when does it now? So it came out yesterday, and then you can go to the tab. We can send people to the tab too, right?
Right. And if you're not on the show, not able to listen to it at 11:30 Central, 12:30 Eastern, you can go to tdameritrade.com/IMX. And it'll give you the printed out information and the graph and everything you need to know about that.
Amazing, man.
I'm going to be checking that out a lot.
Yeah. It's
great information.
Yeah.
As powerful as, I think someday it'll be as powerful as the payroll number in terms of individually trading stocks.
And you know what? For you and I and all the listeners, right now, folks, it's actually more powerful because guess what? People don't know about it. This is yesterday's information, like now.
Right.
Yeah. They won't. That's a beautiful thing, man. What a way to start the day.
All right.
Okay, 12 noon. Hey, Kevin, thanks so much, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Have a great day, guys.
Take care, man.
You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I coming right back. Dow's down $1.12. Nasdaq's off 33. S&P's are down 14.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Technomental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow down 110, Nasdaq's off 31, S&Ps are down 14. And, if we go over, I just want to show you folks, what's so intriguing here is that, I'm in, John Logan kicks us off, of course, 8 o'clock in the morning. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we get Nico and Paige keeping you healthy at 7.
Yes.
It's so important, folks, though, to understand what's going around the world because money just travels very quickly. Like, one little key.
If you're going to be trading.
Right.
You should definitely.
Right. And it's easy, okay? So if we go take a look, and, first I want to go over to Asia for a second because what was happening in Asia, is pretty intense. The Shanghai, bottom line, opened down in a huge way, okay? And if we take a look at this, just so you can kind of see this, and it'd be different if it was only the Shanghai, but this is what ended up happening. So Shanghai, had closed the prior night at 28.98. Well, it opens and it goes from 28.98, and within 45 minutes, it's down at 2,800. Now, that doesn't seem like a lot, but that's almost over 3.5%.
That seems like a lot, for sure.
Yeah, exactly, right. I'm just saying, compared to our numbers, right?
Yes, yeah.
And guess what it does, folks? It grinds all the way back topside, okay? So, in that context, I'm saying to myself, well, this is going to be interesting to see what Europe does, okay? Well, bottom line, what does Europe do? Europe does almost the exact same thing. It's like, you got to be kidding me. So Europe, when the FTSE had, closed yesterday at 61.82, well, guess what? Within 10 minutes, it was at 61.13. Now, Europe, the FTSE and the DAX stayed there for a while, and then guess what? In the middle of the night, it said, see ya. Well, it was 7 o'clock in the morning. It came all the way back. It's like, okay, this is pretty cool, man. Because when you look at our own markets, as I said to, Tom, when he was coming in, I says, man, the correlation, and what I did, folks, is I took the correlation of how we pulled back with lighter volume yesterday and the deviance inside the marketplace. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I says, this crazy market still wants to go higher.
Yes.
It's like, and, I got my bear suit out. My bear suit is nice and clean. It's hanging at home. I got it out Sunday night.
It's on demand when needed.
Well, we know that the eclipse is happening. We know all that is happening.
It's a new moon, right?
It's a new moon. It has all the ingredients. And
that's one of the ingredients. All right.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not? Right.
Ow!
Okay. Oh boy.
But guess what? I gotta let it hang there for a while, man. So we'll see where this whole thing shakes out. But I'm looking at this market. I'm saying this is gonna freak people out, man. I think this market's gonna come all the way back to flat today, which is really crazy. You know what I mean? But
do you want to look at some of what you're trading on?
Yeah, let's take a look at them. So if you haven't traded the Nadex products, folks, okay, this product in this type of market. Risk defined is just so where it's at.
So you were telling me you had already made some trades this morning.
I did.
That worked out pretty well.
I did.
So, it's intriguing. You're looking at the Europe chart, right?
Right.
Well, this is the 7 a.m. bar here as well, in our market. So you talk about you want to know what's going on in Europe. You should know what's going on in Europe because you should know that this is like a worldwide trend, market.
It is.
So
it is.
It's not a coincidence. I expected to see that. You should expect to see that, right? That type of huge pop.
At 7, that's right.
Right, exactly.
No doubt.
That's all.
No doubt. And what do? We open up. And as we open up, now, what you want to do is this. Please go on the paper money first. I don't suggest to do what I did on the first trade, okay? I'm a day trader. Well, on the first trade, what I did is I bought 10 contracts, I think. If you go into order history, what happens, folks, is this. I normally like trading the dailies. Like that's the 415 that I have on right now.
Right.
But this is what ended up happening. What happened is that when the market was, order history, when the market plunged down. Well, what ended up happening is that there was a 10-point spread. that was from 75 to 85.
42.75 to
Yeah.
42.85.
And it was like, okay, man, it was one of these deals of like risking, I think, in 10 points. I think I risked like
We'll look at it. So it was
Okay.
929.
yeah.
Let's see where we line up. Yeah, so 929. The market's at like 42.70 to 65. So you're going to be kind of out of, maybe it was at 70. So
Oh no, I was out of the money for sure. But what happens with the NQs, of course, is that
you were risking 160. It looks like probably 16.
160 to make 840.
Right.
Right.
And that's it goes from 42.75 to 42.85.
Right.
You're getting in at 42.76.60, so you're
Right.
$1.60
Right.
above. The whole thing's 100, so
Right.
$1.60 is $16. You get
Right.
84 to the other side.
Right.
Right.
And I wasn't looking for the whole deal because there was when I get in that there was only 15 minutes left, I think. Right.
You had 31 minutes.
31 minutes. Okay, so I had 31 minutes. And because of my take on how the futures were trading, I'm saying to myself, you know what? I'll take 5 points. And the bottom line is that's what I end up
Yeah,
getting.
you got a pop. You got out at like 42.80, so
Right.
you got
So I was in-
3.5 on each one, but 10 contracts, so you made 350 with only 160 at risk initially.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was in for 19 minutes.
Yes. Yeah. 15. 15 minutes and. Oh, it looks like. Oh, okay.
So I put
What
the
you-
order
you had-
in.
You had 20 of them. I see. Is that right? Or
No,
Is that two different?
no.
You had 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got out like 19 minutes. I see.
Right.
Oh, I see. That's when you place the
You
order.
place it.
Nice.
I always
And then
place it pretty quickly.
and then it's executed.
You know what I mean? So what ends up happening is that, the risk versus the reward is pretty cool there.
Yeah, so that was, and let's see where. And just taking a look at what you have now. So that was your 10 a.m. 10-point spread.
That's correct.
And then,
I'm in a much larger spread,
right,
though.
and so then you went into the 4:15, basically the daily, and you're in the 80-point master spread.
Right.
And so it looks like you got in there at like 42.81.
Yep.
So that's nice. I like that. Yeah.
There could be some good money in this one. This
Yeah.
one's a big money trade.
Yeah, per contract,
Right.
it's about 229.
Yeah.
With 571 to the upside. You're
Right.
dealing with $800 total.
Right.
And you're getting in towards closer to the bottom end than the top end, which is less risk for your reward. You're paying a little bit of premium, but what's nice is you can see it's only about 5.7 points in premium for an 80-point spread. So that's not bad. I would agree.
After and you got to
You got to get the market going your way, but
you got to keep into consideration as to what happened the rest of the Europe and
Yes.
Asia, and that's what I'm banking on
Sure.
too. Do you know what I mean? So, and we'll see.
Yeah,
Depending on how the market trades in the next 2 or 3 hours, it'll be dependent on, okay, do I go for half of it or go for the whole thing? That's kind of how I'd be looking at the marketplace. So watch, we probably get another opportunity. This is really cool, man. This is kind of sick, actually. So watch, we got I'm just going to pull the Bloomberg up just for a second so I can see these NQs. NQH6. So what you're looking for continually is another test. You stay right there, folks, because now, you might get another test. You can do another, I can do another 2-hour one. This is Tommy O'Brien. Tom O'Brien. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. We have the Dow down 125, Nasdaq down 39, S&P's down 17. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow down 145, Nasdaq's down 48, S&P's are down 20. Let's go into the E-minis first, because the E-minis have been the weakest, and they just croaked those pretty good. But check this out. This is still so cool. Okay, so you broke out the lows from last night. At 5 o'clock this morning, it was 1982.50. You're at 1978. Still no juice, though, volume-wise. So let's go over to the NQs, NQH6. We take a look at the NQs, and there she is. They're not even at the lows yet. So you get the NQs. The low this morning at 9:40 was 42.58. That level just took us down, and that's going to be another rejection at the 42.64. It looks like.
So NASDAQ 100 today is probably going to be stronger than the S&P.
It is.
Yeah,
and
right.
That's really, it hasn't been, and that's what I'm really digging also, which is...
Being long the NASDAQ,
I really sound like a bull, don't I?
You're a NASDAQ 100 bull for today, right?
I am.
Yeah.
Pretty sick, I'm telling you, man. There's no doubt. Let's take a look at some of these gold stocks. So if we go to GOLD, Ranggold Resources... Ranggold out here, yeah, it's pulling back on light volume, big deal. $2.22. When Kevin,
what is gold doing today?
Gold is flat.
Okay,
but gold had been up. Let's see, it's
pretty flat.
The high today is 12.63. No, 12.79, and you're at 12.66.
$13 off the high, but
right.
Yeah.
And you're dealing with 138,000 contracts. You still get good contracts up at these highs.
Yeah.
The report that Goldman come out with, folks, if you haven't heard it, it's pretty intense. They were saying that
I saw the headline. I took a peek at the article, but I haven't read through it.
Copper is going to get cut in half. Iron ore is going to get cut in half. The guy that wrote the report, he's the guy that expects gold to get under $1,000.
I'm going to have to listen to Andy Hecht and his Technomental Commodity Hour tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. Curry, that's the guy. Curry's the guy. So if we go take a look at the strength and the weakness in these indices here, this is what you have. Inside the Dow Industrials, the strength is Nike. That's up 77 cents. Home Depot's up 159. Microsoft's up 26. And you have American Express up 26 cents. Taken away from it, Caterpillar is down 278. You get DuPont off 166. Goldman is down $3, and Disney is off 170. Inside the NDX 100, what we have is that Netflix is up 180. That's a leader. O'Reilly Automotive is up $3. You have Whole Foods, whole paychecks up $0.34, and T-Mobile's up 34. Taken away from it is Micron Tech down 77. Illumina's off $7.58. Viacom is down 172, and Skyworks is down $3.
So Netflix just came out with the newest season of House of Cards.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Are you caught up? I know you've watched some of that. No, you probably haven't watched all 3 seasons, though.
I don't
right?
think I have.
So.
I don't think I have.
But I'm jealous. That means at some point you'll get to.
Yeah.
So they just released the 4th season on Friday. Watched a few episodes this weekend. I didn't get to watch any last night or yesterday at all.
Did you already watch a couple this weekend?
Oh yeah,
I've
watched like 4 or 5. Yeah.
He's so good. They're all
so good. It's a great show. Yeah.
It's pretty amazing, man. It really is. It's amazing that network television versus Netflix is like,
everybody loves movies. Everybody loves like good shows.
Totally.
And so, between HBO Go and having now I have HBO, so you get the HBO Go with it.
Yes.
But if I didn't have HBO and didn't have cable, you can buy it by itself at this point. HBO Go.
Now, how does that work? The HBO Go.
You get access to all of their shows.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if there's a live feed, but you have an on-demand feed where the show that's aired, whether it's tonight, it's probably available tomorrow.
Right. Which is dynamite. And that's on all devices too, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I have that. I gotta get that hooked
Oh yeah.
up. So
I use it all the time. Whether it's if you're in your bedroom or in your office, your iPad. It's really your iPad becomes a TV.
Yeah, which is great.
That's all you need. Some HBO, some Netflix, and then maybe the NFL starts offering some kind of package. I would be good with just that. I don't need to watch much TV.
No.
Yeah.
Not when you have that.
Right.
The NFL. The NFL's going to twist those TV stations in a big way.
Content is king, and there's no greater content than the NFL. And when you factor in the no commercials, because even if I like shows, that's what I love about Netflix. You can binge watch it.
Yeah.
Because it's so great. You love a show. You have I think this season was like 11 or 12 episodes. You're good to go for a while.
No, you are.
As opposed to being strung out every week. So that's changing everything too.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Peaky Blinders. Have you? Was it?
I'm ahead of you. You told me about that show and I watched them all.
It's Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders.
Yeah, folks. Peaky Blinders is another great one.
Now I think that's a.
That's a Showtime one, I think. Right?
I think that's BBC maybe.
Yeah, and it's on Showtime though. I think isn't that?
I think it's BBC maybe. No.
No. It's either Showtime or HBO.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's Showtime.
Okay.
That's a great show also.
Yeah.
So let's go over and take a look at that NQ again, because this NQ is strong, man. This is like crazy. So NQH6. So we just got down to, see, this is amazing. So picture this, folks. The NQs couldn't break the low from this morning when the S&Ps just got taken apart. The low I'm talking about is 42.58. That was the low established at 940.
Yep.
And we got down
20 points above that.
Right. And if you want to see the correlation, just how I like to do these with 10-minute bars, when we went from the 42.58 to 42.82, we did with 16,000 contracts. You took out the higher swing points from this morning, which would be normal because that's it's trading, but not like it's trading after 9:30, right?
Yes.
But then we back down at 9,200 contracts. On this 10-minute bar here, you're 7 minutes into it, which is even going to be lighter. So now that correlation, to me, is harmony in the marketplace. You go top side, you get wide price spread, accelerated volume, you back down at lighter volume. Guess what? We're going back up to test it. And that's all the market likes to do all day long. Either bust them up or bust them down. Let's go to Tom in Plymouth. Hey, Tom, what's going on? How you doing, brother?
Pretty good, thanks. You?
Good, man. Good.
Morning, Tom.
Good. Hey, I bet you thought I was calling you on the lab view, huh?
As soon as they're coming up, well, hey, I'm sure you're probably onto another one. Which one you're onto?
Well, I got out of it yesterday, and I figured I'd just kind of watch it for a little while. But I was looking at Harmony Gold, and I'm looking for an entry point maybe in Harmony.
Okay, so let's take a look at Harmony. And this is a tough one, folks, because Harmony been on a one-way trip from 78 cents December 14th, and now you're at 328.
It's almost even like 50 cents in late November.
It is. And stay right there, Tom. We're just going to take a quick break and we're coming right back, all right?
Sure.
Stay right there, folks. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials are down $1.17. Nasdaq's up 41. S&Ps are down 17. We're going to be coming right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
So we had the Dow down 134, Nasdaq's down 46, S&Ps are off 19. We're talking with our man Tom from Plymouth, and he's looking at Harmony Gold. So what happens, Tom, is that this extension is so dramatic. It's like, it would seem like, okay, does it have to pull back? No, it doesn't. But, it will. So it's like, man, the risk is just too high to jump in this at this particular point.
It's really tough when it goes up like sevenfold in 2 months.
Yeah, because a normal correction in this could bring it down to 182. and the stock could have nothing wrong with it.
Maybe even when I look at it, like I draw Bud Wallace, good old Bud, a trend line on all these tops from like September and June and going down here. And so maybe if it comes back and retests that, that'd be a good spot.
That's right.
A little bit higher than where you were looking, maybe, but
that's correct. And what Tommy's saying, Tom, is that risk versus reward. It would make more sense that it gets over those and then comes back to that line, and that's where the buy comes.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just keep an eye on it, I guess. And I almost jumped in the dust yesterday, but I keep hearing you say it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But it's like, ooh, I'm not the dust. I'm sorry. The dust. The dust.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Yeah.
What you want to do, in fact, John Logan, when he was talking with Joey, I don't know if you've heard that program before at 8 o'clock in the morning. He had one of his traders on from Hong Kong, Joey, and the program, folks, was really cool. And it's always cool, but what you heard off Joey, what he was talking about, was the aspect of trading the right side of the trend and not jumping in on the other side of the trend when, in fact, you missed the trend. And that's what, unfortunately, all of us have done, and that's also one of the biggest risks that people do. And in this case, and I've heard plenty of calls coming in here, people haven't got into the gold run, and these things are up big time, and now they say, okay, no, I want to trade the other side of it. Have patience and let it pull all the way back down, and then buy it. Okay, this is a run, and it's an extraordinary run.
There'll be a retracement at some point, right? Even if it continues to go up a little bit, then there'll be a retracement at some point.
That's right. And that way, you're on the right side of the run versus trying to trade the counter trend
Especially something like up sevenfold. I would just look like sixfold at least. That's just a tough one. When it's up like 600% in 3 months, it's like, oh, man.
And all these commodities, listen, these commodities have got killed, for almost 5 years. Okay, so you don't know how far they can go up. I mean,
right.
in
the same fold, people could be selling that have made so much money too. I mean, that's so much money, 600%. If there starts to be a pullback, there could be a fast pullback.
No, we've sold into it too.
Right.
But guess what? Bottom line, that doesn't mean that everyone else is not coming in. I can say this. Now, check this out, folks. This is pretty intense. That BlackRock, Larry Fink, folks, okay, is the largest owner. Well, a mover of money. It's like $3 trillion or something, okay? Well, guess what? They totally screwed up. And this is what they did. If we go look at the IAU, right? Now, this is the guy. This is amazing about this. The amazing part about them is like Teflon Fink, okay? Because this is the guy that was going all over direction shares and all over pro shares, that he thought that you shouldn't have leveraged products in the marketplace, you can't control them and all this. Well, guess what this guy did? Okay, now I'm blaming him because it's his company. But bottom line is that you need to have paperwork filed on a continual basis for certain ETFs. And on this ETF, guess what? They didn't file the paperwork. So you want to hear something bizarre, folks? Listen to this. If you own the IAU, this is going to blow your mind. You're going to end up getting a letter in the mail. They issued over 25 million shares without authorization. And guess what? If you lost money in them, you can just say, you got to give me my money back. I don't want them, okay? And it's not only that, it's against the law what he did.
Okay.
Because when it first came out, this came out Thursday, and what happened is that they didn't have any more shares to issue. And if you don't have any more shares to issue, there's two different things they could do. Now they got plenty of money, they could go buy the gold to make sure that they had something. Well, no one really knows what they did do yet because it's not disclosed. The disclosure that I just told you about here was really like, I don't think the market was waiting for that. It's like, you got to be kidding me. The first disclosure was that they were late filing and they couldn't issue any more shares. The disclosure last night was, well, guess what? They issued the shares anyway. So now the SEC is going to go after them. But this is the kicker. So this is the cool part. If you own these and you happen to buy them, what I would do is I'd really get the paperwork so you could see resumes after issuance of shares. There's a date that they kept issuing shares, And if you bought inside that date, what that means is that you could actually hold these, and if they go down, then you can say, you know what? Take my shares back. I want my money back.
You get a free roll.
You get a free roll. This is a free roll, man.
It's interesting. It's probably worth finding out about.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's so, it's pretty wild. But anyway, so, there's a couple other gold stocks though that you could get in.
That was quite a little sidebar to the story. But
I know. Well, what I found so intriguing, this BlackRock is the largest out there. These are the people that in the downdraft, the government gave them all the money to manage. And this is the guy that's been screaming that the ETF structures are totally screwed up in the marketplace.
Yeah,
but
somebody screwed up there, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think the plan was to issue them, right? And then come out and say, hey, we issued them, and that's against the rules. So obviously something didn't go like they...
It certainly didn't go like they envisioned, no doubt. Now, Tom, do you own any other gold stocks?
No, I've been looking at Umana, same kind of thing. But I think I'll just sit on my hands on these gold for now.
Yeah, you gotta.
That one's up 300% in like no time.
Yeah. You gotta. And what's
they'll pull back at some point.
They will. And what's going
like
on right now?
30%.
That's right. Yeah. It's there'll be a vicious pullback, man. I mean that's just how it goes.
Well, they're reverse splitting my two little, the LabU and the UWTI, so I'm a little hesitant about staying in with any of those,
Yeah, right. No doubt. Because when they get to a certain point, when they get to low prices like that, that's exactly what they do. They'll start them over again. Do you know what I mean? So, and what happens, folks, is that it's the same percentage move, but you got to remember something, that these ETF structures compound on the way up and get defensive on the way down. So when you're compounding a number of 10 or 20 versus 3, the movement is much faster.
Sure.
And so I agree with you, man. It's pretty wild.
It's about risk reward, right?
It is, man. It is. And staying alive for the next trade.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate your time.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Thanks, Tom.
Now, let's go over to these bonds, because these bonds right now, if I look at the 30-year, 1 second, here we go. So the 30-year is over the highs of Friday. You got some strength in this. That's 150,000 contracts. You're coming into 305,000. We'll see whether they can hold price. It's holding price right now, though. Dow Industrials right now, folks, are down $134. You got the Nasdaq off 49. S&Ps are down 20. We're going to be right back.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, Swim Lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 133. You get the Nasdaq off 46. S&Ps are down 19. And don't forget, folks, every trading day, well, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we go from 8 o'clock in the morning till 5 in the afternoon. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we go from 7 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the afternoon. Oh, okay. Let's get the Den chart up. Sorry about that. All of that program you get right on TFNN.com, and then just hit Tiger TV. This afternoon, of course, we got our man, Mr. Andy Heck, coming on. And
talking about all those commodities,
just as
right?
you said, yeah, no, there's no doubt. I want to hear what he has to say.
I will.
No doubt about, I got to read that Goldman deal myself. I saw it come across the tape last night.
So let's have a quick discussion. The same thing we were talking about, because, it was just, we were both learning as we were talking about it. So this is a spread that you're in, right?
I bought this at one of the commercials, right?
So you have from 42.75 to 42.85. This is only till 12 noon, so you have about an hour, just over an hour. You can see the market's at about 42.70.
Yeah.
So it's 5 points below. It's completely out of the money.
Right.
Where you could get into it right now is about 77.50. So you're getting into it $2 and 2.5 points above where the market's at, and that's why you're going to be risking about 25 to 27 versus a max profit of 73. You're saying that's not much premium.
Right.
And I was just saying it's not much premium, but it's a lot of premium in the context of you're only trading a 10-point spread. And you're so used to trading 40-point spreads and 80-point spreads, paying 2.5 points in straight premium off the bottom of the floor. I mean, you have to get just to break even 8 points of movement in the NASDAQ.
Right.
So given, let's just say, all things being equal, 50% of the time it's going to close above where it's at right now, 50% is going to close below. Well, right away you're automatically losing that, and then you're losing your entire investment even if it goes up 5 points. And then, so
that's right.
So you just factor in like the risk reward versus the what ifs and thens. Right. And I'm not saying it's a bad trade at all, but I was just explaining why it makes sense that there's that's a decent amount of premium in my mind. It seems fair. It seems like a fair value. Because
no, and it's so cool.
Would you take the other side of that? Right?
No, and this is what makes a market.
Right,
I wouldn't because of the way that the volatility is in the marketplace.
Sure.
And the NQs, like 5 to 7 points in the NQs, to me, is not.
Yes. No. I agree with that too. I do.
It jumps in about 2 seconds.
I agree with that too.
So like when I look at the correlation, it's like, hold it, man.
So it's at, let's just say, again, we're dealing with 10 points in the spread, right? So it's at about 2.5 points within the spread. 25% of the value into the spread is where the bid ask is. So that's your 25. So, could it ever reach like 40%? That wouldn't seem fair at all. That if it was trading at 4 points in, so that's where my mind just goes. Where that's and it wouldn't make sense where if it was on the other end of like 1, because you're saying it doesn't seem like much premium, right? You're willing to pay the premium.
No, it is. I understand
you're willing
that
to
it
pay
is.
the premium.
But what I'm saying is that in the next 60 minutes, the NQs are going to move 10 points. Now I might be wrong. They might move the other way.
For sure.
And so the 10 points to me, I'm not going to go. Now, when I do these, too, when I do these hourlies, I don't go for the full amount. Like, I already have the sell
have your offer ending in like
42.83.20.
Right. So
I'm looking for a spike.
You're looking for a spike, and you'll get now to get 42.83.
That's pushing it.
No, it's not. I was just going, but you're definitely looking for the market to maybe spike up to 42.90. Because just like when the market's at 42.70, the market's going to be above. When it's at 42.90, it's going to give a little premium to the bottom.
Beautiful thing.
We'll see what happens, right? Perfect.
You stay right there, folks. I'm Basil Chapman's coming up next. Then we get swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, Dave White, myself, good old Andy coming back. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.